Coach Norvell's been saying that he feels good about that group. How have you felt about your group?
Yeah, I feel real good about the group. You know, almost 2 weeks now, and just getting to see the guys work and see their approach. The approach is great. You know, in the meeting room to the practice field, assignment-wise, technique, they're doing everything they can to work to improve, to bring all that stuff together. And, Kyle's done a great job with the leadership role in that room, and you know, it's been a great 2 weeks.
How much has Amari impressed you with the fact that he's such a young kid? Seemingly not pretty good.
Yeah, no, he's made some really good plays. Still obviously learning. You know, he's in high school. He was a little bit more out wide on the perimeter, so the closer he gets to the ball, some of that stuff's new to him. But overall, you know, he's done a great job of just coming in and trying to absorb all the things that he's asked to do. But his playmaking ability, his athleticism, has showed up.
Is he a very natural pass catcher?
Yeah, very natural. Yeah, he's that's the one area, ball skills and then running after the catch. He's very natural with that.
Right. I was going to say, younger guys aren't going to be where they probably need to be in terms of the physicality of that position. Like, so how do you manage that? Like, maybe they can't do everything you want to do, but can they still help in the process?
Yeah, that's always the challenge, especially if a guy has played out away from the ball, out on the perimeter more. As you get closer to the ball, the bodies get bigger, the physicality gets greater, and so that's where, you know, if you haven't had a lot of experience in that world, or maybe you're not quite heavy enough or whatever, that can be a challenge. But that's where technique, you know, if you're not quite heavy enough or whatever it is, your technique can show up and help you in that area. So all these guys, all the young guys are trying to work on something, you know, especially the closer they get to the ball.
What does Jacksonville need to do over the next 3 weeks as the season starts to solidify himself in that bench?
Yeah, just you know, catch the ball a little bit more consistently is the main thing, because, you know, we're talking about playing close to the ball. That's where he excels. Like, the physicality that he brings to the run game is at a very high level, and we need that. You know, we need that in the room. We need that as a team. You always need that guy. But then just, you know, his route running's been really, really good. We just got to finish on some plays, and he'll do that. I got faith that he will. But that's, you know, continue to solidify himself in that way.
Brian bounced around on both sides of the ball for you. Now he seems to kind of found a home. How have you seen him kind of progress?
Yeah, he's actually had a really good camp. He showed up in the scrimmage, you know, with some tough runs after the catch. That's what's, you know, he's about 242 right now, and he's got that background of being kind of a wildcat quarterback. So when he gets the ball in his hand, he's tough to bring down, and he can run. The guy can run. He's super smart. He can handle all of it really well. So he's actually had a really good camp and done some great things.
Is Kyle where you thought he would be? Has he exceeded maybe expectations for you guys at this point?
He's where I thought he would be. I mean, the big thing that, you know, the big challenge with him was just making more plays down the field this year. You know, and he didn't get a lot of opportunities. When he did, he made those for the most part, but getting him down the field a little bit more, which he showed up really well on some tough catches down the field, and blocking wise, he's, you know, continuing to improve. So he's right where I thought he would be. Just his work ethic is excellent. So, you know when a guy works like he does, he's gonna improve rapidly, and that's what he's doing.
Coach Adams had some meetings with the O-line, tight ends, talking about run package stuff. How does that help you?
It always does. I mean, we have to tie into both worlds, the run game and the pass game, and so anytime, you know, pretty much every day we're working with the tackles on some sort of combination block in the run game, and then sometimes crossing over, meeting with those guys to understand everything. So they've done a great job with that. Working with the O-line is always good. You know, again, you get closer to the ball, you got to work with those guys and understand the leverages and the bigger bodies that you're going against.
I know Landon's a bit slow, but how has he done with the mental catch-up as a freshman?
Really good, really good. He's done well. He's really worked hard to understand all the positions that we're trying to place him in the playbook, and you know, I expect him to emerge here soon, you know, as we get closer to game time.
I know most guys want to be catching passes, but how, as a coach, how refreshing is that you seem to have a room of guys that really want to block and help this run game get?
Yeah, that's the big thing is the willingness to go in and block. You know, we're going to run the football here, you know, so we've got to be, you know, we've got to excel in that area. And, you know, not only that, but special teams. We got to be unselfish in those ways. We got to block. We got to play teams. When a ball comes to us, we got to catch it, secure it, go get yards. But all these guys are willing blockers, and that's always that's always fun to work with those guys.
I guess just big picture, I know you guys are consistent in how you approach every single day, but when you hit this part of camp where you guys go to Jacksonville, does it feel like things kind of maybe ramp up a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we're 2 weeks in. We're at that point where, these guys they're tired. They're working hard. They're pushing through the strain. Coach just talked to them about it, pushing through that. Now we're going to Jacksonville. That's a whole different deal. It's almost like just a road trip. Now we got to go on the road. We got to operate, effectively in the meetings in a different environment like you do on the road. So I think that'll be good. I think it'll be a good transition, a good change up to get to Jacksonville and be in a different environment.
Big picture to Kyle was not just a 1 year pitch of what he can do in 2023, but just the full development as a guy coming from D2 to.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the situation he stepped into last year was perfect, where he didn't, there was a lot of playmakers around him, and he made some plays himself, developed as a really good blocker. But like you said, that second year, that long-term plan with him, you see that playing out to where now he's emerging as more of a key guy, even than he was last year. And his role was huge last year, so it's been great to watch that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.